It's 6:31 a.m. and your lids are playing castanets down the block. A raccoon has written a memoir in eggshells, and 3 blue carts are standing shoulder to shoulder in front of the mailbox cluster like bouncers. If you've ever wondered how quickly pickup day can become a neighborhood referendum, this is it. The wind gusted at 4 a.m. I heard it. So did your lids. The HOA rule says carts out after 6 p.m. the night before and back in by dusk the day of service. Stored out of street view. Right now they're in full view halfway in the travel lane, and one's kissing the red curb by the hydrant. I know you're not trying to make enemies before coffee, but the carrier can't reach the boxes when carts stand like linebackers, and the hydrant looks like a suggestion. I called. Non-emergency because I already texted at 12 last night. Please tuck carts. Behind the low wall or bungee the lids. And I woke up to a blue plastic drum line. No one's getting. Cuffed over a rolling bin. We're getting a calm voice and a clean curb. Headlights. That's the cruiser. Good morning, officer. Thanks for coming before the trucks. We've got carts out early last night. Lids unsecured. 1 cart drifted to the fire lane hydrant paint. And visible storage all week. Also, the blue cart's got pizza slices and a garden hose sticking out the top like a still life the recycling driver will not love. Noise is the wind. The safety is the hydrant. The rest is HOA practice and city. Ordinance about keeping travel lanes and sidewalks. Clear. You look embarrassed. Don't be when plus trash day makes geniuses. Forgetful. Let's fix it without a lecture. Nobody. Wants, could you, officer, say out loud the hydrant clearance and sidewalk rule? Thank you. 5 feet clear of mailboxes, nothing in hydrant zones, carts not blocking sidewalks, bags secured. Okay, first move. I'll grab the runaway blue cart. You grab the green one. Let's pull them to the driveway throat. Please pop the pizza slices into the gray cart and the hose into not recycling. No, hoses are not recyclable here. They wrap machinery like a boa and ruin a stranger's day. I'm not the HOA president. I'm the person who bought 2 lid bungees after last March and now evangelizes them like they're a religion, with cheap tithes. You're raising a fair point. Your side yard gate latch is broken and the carts live out front because the dog learned to Houdini the gate. We can solve 2 problems in one morning. Officer, could you document wind displacement? Hydrant temporarily blocked, cleared. Advised on cart timing and storage. Voluntary compliance? You will? Thanks. Now, details we can handle in 10 minutes. Bungee on each lid so 4 a.m. gusts don't turn them into symbols. 2 bricks at the cart wheels on gust nights. Set them parallel. Not on top, so nobody breaks a toe at dawn. Carts staged on the driveway apron. Not the sidewalk with the wheels touching the curb. Arrows facing the street. Mailbox approach stays clear. After pickup, carts behind the knee wall or side of the garage by dusk. Out of sight from the street is the HOA's favorite phrase that isn't paid in. Full. You're wincing because the knee wall is too low to hide 3 carts. Then, we use the garage side with a short screen panel and a latch. The dog can't defeat. I have a leftover gate latch and a piece of 2Egg2 for a simple stop. No, I won't invoice you. You can pay me in never letting the blue cart adopt pizza again. Let's deal with contamination while we're here. Blue cart, clean cardboard, cans, bottles, empty, rinse, lids on if your driver's okay with it. No food, no hoses, no plastic film, and definitely no lithium battery that looks like a mint tin. Those burn trucks. Gray cart. Food, bagged, tied. No loose yard waste mixed with food. Our green cart gets that. Keep it simple. You've got a stack of moving boxes by the porch? Break them flat, tuck under the lid, or get a pickup ticket from the hauler if they're too many for one. Weak, no pyramids that become kites. The officer is checking the corner. He's calm. He understands why 6:31. Feels early for a seminar. We're not doing a seminar. We're building muscle memory. You. Say the raccoons raid your gray cart at 2 a.m. Lock the lid with a simple strap or use a raccoon-proof latch kit. I have 2 extra straps. Because apparently I buy piece on clearance. Also, bag food waste tight and keep raw meat packaging double-bagged. Less perfume for night bandits. You ask if keeping carts in the garage will make your house smell like a science experiment. if you bag tightly and sprinkle a little baking soda in the gray, no. If the summer turns rude, a small garage can with a tight lid for the nastiest bag helps, or freeze the worst scraps and drop the bag morning of. People do this. They look normal. Their kitchens do not sue them. Okay, let's stage the scene for pickup. We set the green, yard, cart left, gray, trash center, blue, recycling right, wheels to curb, lids bungeed. 5 feet from the mailbox, 5 feet from the hydrant, not blocking the sidewalk. We angle them so the arm can grab without smacking the mailbox like it owes money. Your neighbor's sedan is parked in front of his own driveway, not blocking. Good. The windsock on the porch says we've still got a breeze. Bungees earn their keep. Officer, could you also log resident will install side yard latch and screen, store carts out of view by dusk on service day? Thank you. You ask about the rule. Carts out only after 6 p.m. the night before. What if you work nights? Set a reminder. 6:05 p.m., wheel 'em out, bungee, bricks, bed. If you can't, text me. I'll move them at 6:10 when I set my own out. I'm a boring man with alarms for civic chores. It's a brand. You ask if the HOA fines for one mistake, not if it's wind and you fix it. We write courtesy notes before fines. This is that note. With hands. Also, no one wants to write egg memoir in official minutes. About the hydrant. Even without carts. No parking or staging within the red curb. Ever. You know this. I know this. We forget at 10 p.m. when we think, just for a minute. Minutes are how hoses meet bumpers and friendships meet edges. I point at the tiny red paint. It's not decoration. It's geometry for big trucks. You nod. I will insufferably remind you the next time the pizza app hypnotizes you. All right. Let's empty the bad recycling into the gray. Greasy box lids, pizza triangles, the hose, the plastic wrap. Keep clean cardboard cans, bottles in the blue, and that lithium-looking mint tin. Let's put it in the household hazardous. Bag for the next drop-off. I have the schedule on my fridge like it's the Super Bowl. You look at me, like I am a librarian who jogs. I am. Let's get the side latch fixed now so we can store these out of sight today after pickup. I've got a latch, screws, driver, officer. We're going to step onto the side setback. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Here, latch plate at 34 inches, catch on the post, swing, click, dog tests it, dog sulks, gate wins. Good. Now a small screen, a single 4-panel set behind the knee wall line, flush with the side of the garage, stained to match the trim. Keeps carts from decorating the street and keeps sightlines clean. Submit a quick HOA architectural request with a photo and color note. It gets approved in days when it's this boring on purpose. Boring wins approvals. Officer, could you add side gate latch installed? Plan to submit 1-panel cart screen? Thanks. Pickup truck noise is 2 streets away. We've got 5 minutes. Let's add labels. Recycling only, no bags. Trash only, bagged. Yard only, loose. Big clear labels at human eye height. When cousins help words beat guesswork. I've got a label maker because I contain multitudes and drawers. You ask if bagged recycling is okay. No. Bags confuse the robot. Arm and the humans, loose. In the blue, bagged in the gray. Green eats leaves and twigs, not baggies. I gently rescue your pride while rescuing the bin. Wind rises. Lids shiver. Bungees do their tiny hero work. The truck rounds the bend. Carrier rolls, arm out, lift. Dump down clean next cart. Lift, dump. 1 stray can, clink, down. 3rd cart, lift, dump. That hose would have wrapped the world. Good thing we removed it. The driver gives a tiny wave. That wave is gold. After pickup, we pull carts back within an hour. Not at dusk because the street looks better in 5 minutes and the HOA brain is less itchy when plastic isn't. Part of the view at noon, you ask about leaving 1 cart in view because your garage holds a jet ski of projects, no out. A view means behind the screen or in the garage or behind the fence. We can build the small screen this weekend with pre-made panels. 2 posts, 1 panel, 1 color. Done. I'll bring the post level and the bag of dry mix like an optimist. Now that mailbox cluster, leave 5 feet clear always, but especially on service day. The carrier skips when the approach is kinked by carts. That skip becomes a line that says access blocked in their system, which becomes a thread in the group chat, which becomes my headache. Let's not write my headache. Officer, could you note mailbox approach cleared? Resident informed of 5-foot clearance rule? He does. We breathe. Now, because we're here, one more best practice. Food scraps inside a compost pail with a tight lid. Carry it to the gray the morning of. Double tie. Keeps raccoons from writing novels and keeps your porch from smelling like ambition. Also, if wind is in the forecast, place carts with lids hinged toward the incoming gust. Hinge upwind so the lid closes against the breeze, not into it. Little physics. Less symbols. You ask if you can put a tiny U.S. flag on the cart handles for your kid's school project so they know which bins are yours. Cute. But no stickers or flags on carts. They belong to the hauler. Put the flag in the planter. Teach the bin colors with a fridge chart instead. Patriotism and sorting can kiss, just not on city property. The truck's gone. The street smells like diesel and victory. Let's wheel them back now. 2 to the side. 1 to the back corner until we install the panel out of sight. Rule satisfied. Neighbors slightly more in. Love with life. You ask about bulk pickup for the old chair on your porch that keeps staring at you in a judgmental tone. I'll send the link. Monthly bulk day. 2 items curb morning of. Only no curb sculpture overnight, no free. Sign that becomes forever. We return the street to a scene Norman Rockwell would paint if he cared about bins. He didn't. Dude officer gives the all-set nod. That nod is church. Before you head in, let's text the summary so your sleepy brain doesn't have to remember a TED Talk. Carts out after 6 p.m. the night before. Lids bungeed. Wheels to curb. 5 feet from mailboxes, hydrant. Do not block sidewalk. Recycle loose only. No bags, no hoses, no pizza. Trash bagged, tied. Green for yard only. After pickup, carts stored behind knee wall, side screen, garage by dusk. Today, moved back by 8:30 a.m. Side gate latch installed. Plan to submit 1 panel cart screen to HOA. On windy forecasts, hinge upwind plus bricks at wheels. Raccoon issues, strap lids, plus double bag food. Freeze worse scraps. Morning of drop. Officer documented hydrant clearance, mailbox access, and voluntary compliance. Reply, agree, so I pin it. Thanks, got your agree. Officer, you have what you need. He does. Incident number lands in our text like a period at the end of a sentence. 2 more tiny fixes while we have momentum. Your street number on the curb is faded. Touch it up so the hauler and emergency folks don't squint at 3 a.m. I've got the stencil and paint. We can do it Saturday. Your driveway slope lets carts creep. A rubber doorstop wedge under 1 wheel at night is cheap insurance. Yes, I really have a spare wedge. I am a roadside assistance kit in human form. You grin. We're friends again with the morning. If anybody in the comments wants to know whether rules are killing joy, this was 5 minutes of moving plastic and 1 minute of respect for a hydrant. Not martyrdom, maintenance. I'm not trying to take your Tuesday. I'm trying to keep Tuesday from becoming a chapter in the board packet. We succeeded. Pickup done. Carts away. Street looks like a postcard that smells faintly of competence. I'll swing by this weekend with 2 pre-made fence posts, and that panel will file the form together. 1 photo, 1 line, screen to hide carts from street view, color to match trim. Approval will be dull and fast. The best approvals are boring. Next gust night. Text me bungee. I'll reply bungee like a spell, and we'll both sleep more. For everyone watching, should HOAs enforce out-of-sight cart storage strictly even when lots are tight, or allow low, tasteful screens by default? And what's your wind-proof, raccoon-proof system? Bungees, bricks, lid straps, hinge upwind placement, or morning of rollout only? Drop your pickup day hacks in the comments. Your trick might save a hydrant clearance and a neighborhood mood before sunrise.